Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. A man needs to be building. And what do I mean by building? He needs to be building something. Look, I'm going to tell you what, because you've had plenty of women say, well, the man needs to build, but the women saying build for them. No, a man needs to be building for himself. A man needs to be first building himself. He needs to be building everything. I'm famous for talking about body game, but that's just one part of what a man is building. You need to be building your character. You need to be building your personality. You need to be making yourself the best man that you can be. That's a build. That's a build right there, mentally and physically. Yes, I talk about the body game, but that's just the base. You need to be building your body, building your health up, but then you also need to be building your mind up. In my book, Nice Guys and Players, I tell men, read, get some books, listen to stuff that's not entertaining, but enlightening, that's educating you, that's giving you knowledge. And you have a ton of knowledge to get, because a man could live to be 100 and still only get a portion of the knowledge that's in the world. So there's always something to be building. And then building your character. Every single man needs to be working on his character. And when I say character, his personality, becoming the best man he could be. That's a constant build right there. And then, and what I've just mentioned, that's just his personal self. Outside of it, living in this society, a man needs to be building his sovereignty. I always throw that word out there, but it's true. And sovereignty in this society means, hey, you got your own place to live. You got your own place, or at least some leverage with where you do live. Even if you got to rent out something, there's no shame in doing that. There's no shame at all. But at some point, you need to try to be at the very least, you need to have leverage there. But you should work to own something, then own what you need to get through life. If you need a car, you need to work to own a car. You need to have control over it. You need to be building with your life mission. Like a lot of people throw that word purpose out here in terms of getting women. No, you're not building for the women. Let me be very clear on that. I know I talk about man gets women on this channel, but y'all notice, especially on Saturdays now, I'm talking about a man just building for himself. His purpose is what makes him happy going through life. Because one thing I found, when a man is going through life and he's just floating along, he don't know what he really want to do, he's not happy. Usually when I talk with a guy and they just like, well, I don't know what I want to do, and I'm having all these problems, it's because they don't have a mission. See, and let me say something about that mission. Let's use the word mission. A lot of men, let me bring the women into it for a second. A lot of men are talking about a woman needs to be submitting to him, in submission to him. But in order for the woman to submit to him and be in submission, he has to be on a mission. And I'll tell a group of women, it's like if you meet a man, I would tell them, I don't care what any man says. See, some men want a woman to be in submission, but he ain't going nowhere. He just sitting on his ass. He don't have a mission. And like I said, I would tell a group of women, if that man ain't on a mission, do not submit to him. See, a woman wants to be that help meet to a man, to help meet his mission. Women love it. That's their nature, to want to enhance a man, to help him out. They want to submit. But how they going to submit to a man? He don't know what he want to do. He ain't on a mission. So how they going to be in submission? What's she going to do to help him? I've met women and they saw what my mission was and they've told me straight up, I want to help you. These are women I wasn't even having sex with. That's how you know they want to help. They will help out a guy they just a friend with. But because that's their nature. But for a man to do that, he has to be on mission first. So he needs to be building his mission. Every man got to find his mission and execute it. He has to work on it. And part of that mission is mastering a craft, mastering something special. In my book, Nice Guys and Players, I specifically said, even if a man's making on a job making six figures, he need to have something he's mastering. Unless, of course, that job he's on is part of his mission. And that's cool then. That's cool. But a lot of men aren't. Let's be real. Only a tiny percentage of men are working on a job they really want to be on. And I ain't talking about they think they want to be on it because they're making some money. Like if they gave a choice, if I said, hey, I give you $1 million, would you stay on that job? 98% of men will be like, hell no. They'll leave the second they got that money. So that's not their mission. Your mission is something you'll do for free. That's how you know it's your mission. You just love doing it. Now, if you're making money, that's even better. Because look, like it or not, a man got to build that money because, you know, we talk in this space, there's a lot of talk of using money to get women. That's bullshit. Your money is for yourself. Women are the commercial to your main program. You need that money just to move through this world. We don't hunt for our food like we used to or build our own homes like we did in indigenous cultures. So you need money to do that. You need money for agency to move through this world with authority. And that's the only reason, really, only reason a man should have that. The woman is the commercial. So he needs to be building something up to bring in money. And if it's a part of his mission too, that's even better. That's the ultimate thing. I'll use myself for an example. Everything I'm doing now is part of my overall mission. It's not even about the money. Yeah, trust me, I love the money and I'm a capitalist dude, but ultimately it's about my mission because really, to be honest with you, there's some stuff I could do that has nothing to do with my mission. I still make a lot of money. So it's bigger than that. But you still got to make that money regardless. Because what did I say? A man needs his own spot he controls. Well, he needs money to pay for that. Even if it's a man who's capable of building, he got the skill level to build his own house from scratch. He still got to buy the materials. So you still need that. He needs to be building. He needs to be building everything. And then for the men who get into a family, now this ain't the typical like man gets woman talk. This is for men who already get the women. They found that woman. She is in submission to his mission. So he's like, okay, I'm going to build that family. I'm going to build that legacy. Build, because a man is still building. And when you have children, you still building them. With my sons, I'm building them to the point they can be independent and then they can start their mission. Right now, I'm just doing some of the basics, giving them the foundation. But at some point when they're on their mission and they can be building, and then they can find the women who is in submission to that. Always understand that. But a man needs to be building. Too many men ain't building anything. And like I said, forget doing it for women. Doing it for yourself. A man needs to be doing it for himself. Women are the commercial to the main program. As much as I love women. Y'all know I do. Y'all don't go in on women. But I realize the most important thing I got to be doing for myself is building. And it got to be a plan. For a woman taking me from that plan, she ain't for me. I'm not running that commercial. So that's the key. So every single man needs to be building. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts. No excuses. I don't care. Ain't no force out here going to stop you from doing it. No force. That's a very important thing. Always get that. All right? Always do that. That's what your focus gotta be. No excuses. Nothing can stop you. If you can walk, if you can talk, if you can move, if your brain works, you can be building. All right? Always keep focused on that. So that's all I got for today, fellas. I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.